In December 2024, Syria experienced a transformative upheaval as President Bashar al-Assad's regime. This monumental shift not only ended the Assad family's long-standing dominance but also set Syria on an uncertain path toward reconstruction and reconciliation. The seeds of the regime's downfall were sown through a combination of internal dissent, economic instability, and sustained international pressure. Years of civil war had devastated Syria's infrastructure, crippled its economy, and inflicted profound suffering on its population. The government's inability to address these crises eroded public support and emboldened opposition groups. The rebel offensive. In late November 2024, a coalition of opposition forces, notably Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, and the Southern Operations Room, SAW, launched a decisive offensive against key regime strongholds. The campaign began in Aleppo, Syria's largest city, where rebel forces swiftly overwhelmed government defenses, marking their first entry into the city in 8 years. This victory galvanized the opposition and signaled a turning point in the conflict. Buoyed by their success in Aleppo, rebel forces advanced southward, capturing strategic cities such as Hama and Homs. The rapid progression of the offensive caught the Syrian army off guard, leading to widespread defections and a collapse in morale among government troops. By early December, the rebels had reached the outskirts of Damascus, the nation's capital. The fall of Damascus. On December 7, 2024, opposition forces penetrated the defenses of Damascus, entering the city's suburbs with minimal resistance. The swift advance prompted panic within the regime's inner circle. Recognizing the inevitability of defeat, President Assad and his family fled the capital under the cover of night. By December 8, rebel forces had secured Damascus, effectively signaling the end of Assad's rule. Assad's flight and exile. Following his departure from Damascus, Assad sought refuge in Russia, a long-standing ally of his regime. The Russian government confirmed his arrival in Moscow and granted him asylum on humanitarian grounds. In a statement released on December 16, Assad claimed that his departure was unplanned, asserting that he had intended to oversee combat operations but was evacuated due to the deteriorating situation. The aftermath and power vacuum. The sudden collapse of the Assad regime left a significant power vacuum in Syria. Various opposition groups, each with differing ideologies and objectives, began vying for control over the nation's future. The Syrian Salvation Government, led by Ahmed al-Sharaa, also known as Abu Muhammad al-Jawlani, emerged as a prominent player, establishing a transitional government in Damascus. Al-Sharaa, formerly associated with extremist factions, sought to rebrand himself as a moderate political figure, emphasizing the need for inclusive governance and national unity. Challenges ahead. The post-Assad era presents Syria with a complex array of challenges. The immediate priorities include maintaining security, rebuilding infrastructure, and addressing the humanitarian needs of a war-weary population. The new leadership faces the daunting task of unifying a fractured society, fostering reconciliation among diverse ethnic and religious groups, and establishing a stable political framework conducive to democratic governance. International implications. The fall of the Assad regime has significant geopolitical implications. Russia and Iran, both staunch supporters of Assad, must recalibrate their strategies in the region. Conversely, Western nations view the regime's collapse as an opportunity to support the establishment of a democratic and stable Syria. The international community emphasizes the importance of a Syrian-led political process to determine the nation's future, underscoring the need for inclusive dialogue and respect for human rights. Humanitarian concerns. The end of Assad's rule has brought to light the extensive human rights abuses perpetrated during his tenure. The liberation of political prisoners from facilities like Senaya prison has revealed the brutal conditions endured by detainees, many of whom suffer from severe physical and psychological trauma. Addressing these abuses and ensuring justice for victims will be crucial in the nation's healing process. The role of Asma al-Assad. In the wake of the regime's collapse, reports have emerged regarding Asma al-Assad, the British-born wife of Bashar al-Assad. Once celebrated for her elegance and perceived liberal views, Asma became closely associated with her husband's authoritarian rule. Following their exile to Russia, she has reportedly filed for divorce and expressed a desire to return to the United Kingdom, citing health concerns and dissatisfaction with life in exile. The path forward. As Syria embarks on this new chapter, the resilience and determination of its people will be instrumental in shaping the nation's future. The journey towards stability and prosperity will require concerted efforts in nation building, reconciliation, and the establishment of inclusive governance structures. The international community's support, coupled with the active participation of Syrian civil society, will be vital in ensuring a peaceful and democratic transition. In conclusion, the events of December 2024 mark a pivotal moment in Syria's history. The fall of the Assad regime, while ending a period of authoritarian rule, opens the door to both opportunities and challenges. The nation's ability to navigate this transition will determine its trajectory in the years to come, with the hope that Syria can emerge as a beacon of resilience and renewal in the region. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos.